Alright everyone, how's it going? Today we'll be doing Appendix E questions. Questions 11, 12, 13, and 14. And the question asks, write the sum in sigma notation. So let's go ahead and do
Alright,
that.
so basically what we gotta do is we gotta write these numbers, these sums, all these round numbers, all added up. We gotta write it into something that looks like that. And yeah. So what we gotta do is we gotta look at this sum here, and we gotta find any patterns we see in all these additions. So what we see is it starts at 1 and then it adds 1 every time, all the way up to 10. So we can assume that the pattern is just x, or in this case I, because I don't know, it's just the way sums work. And the first one is I equals 1, because if I is equal to 1, the answer is to be 1, so we write I equals 1. And then the maximum number, we're going to plug that in. We have to get this from our I. So what do we plug into I to get 10? Well, 10, because 10. That's how we do it. Alright, if you're not totally convinced about my techniques used in the first question, I will convert you right now, because I'll show you how it's done in this question. So here's our question. See the pattern? Starts at square root of 3 plus square root of 4 plus square root of 5 plus square root of 6 plus square root of 7. So every time it's always a square root, so we're going to assume that it's going to be a square root. And there's always going to be an I in there, so we'll use I. But it's not, it wouldn't be 2I, because if it was 2I, it'd be 2I, say it would be 1, it would be 2. Then 2I, if it was 2, it would be 4. So no, it's not that. What we do know though is it starts at 3. So if I was 1, I equals 1, it would have to start off at plus 2, because 1 plus 2 equals 3. Square root of 3 is 3. And then if the next one is 2, 2 plus 2, square root, is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. So now it goes up to 7. Now what would it have to equal to? What would I have to equal to make it 7? Well, it's got to be 5, like I just said. So we throw 5 up there. And that is the answer. Alright, here's our next question. 1 over 2 plus 2 over 3 plus 3 over 4 plus 4 over 5, blah, 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 blah. You see the pattern. Alright, so we know that top's increasing, it's not staying the same, so we know there's going to be an I up there. Now, it starts off at 2, and it's also increasing. So it's kind of similar to this question in that respect, that it's going to be I plus whatever would give us 2, which would be 1. It's 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, so on. So that's what we have there. I is going to equal 1, because we're increasing by 1 each time. And then to get our maximum here, the 19 over 20, what do we have to plug in? Well, it's simple in this case because the I is right there, so it's 19. Because 19 into I, 19, 19 into I, 19 plus 1, 20. There you go. Alright, here's our toughest question of the day. It's pretty similar to this question, except this time it doesn't start with 1 on top. It starts with 3. So basically, if I was on top, then the first one would be 1, because I is equal to 1. So that does not make sense. 1 does not equal 3. So we gotta balance it out. Gonna make it plus 2. That way, when you plug 1 into I, you're gonna get 3. And that's exactly what you got here. Then you go to the next one. You go 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 2, 5, 4 plus 2, 6, 21 plus 2. There you go, 23. Now for the bottom part, you gotta write I again, because it's also increasing. It's not staying the same. I, and it starts off at 7, so 1 plus 6 equals 7, 2 plus 6 equals 8, 3 plus 6 equals 9, 4 plus, you get it. And like I said before, the end's going to be 21, because 21 plus 2, 23, 21 plus 6, 27. There you go, kids. That's how it's done.